Amelia Earhart, a name synonymous with adventure and courage, embarked on a journey in 1937 that would forever etch her name in history. Her goal was ambitious: to circumnavigate the globe, following the equator as closely as possible. Earhart, already famous for her solo transatlantic flight, was determined to push the boundaries of aviation and human endurance. Her aircraft, the Lockheed Electra 10E, was a marvel of its time, outfitted with the latest technology. Accompanying her was navigator Fred Noonan, a skilled seaman and aviator. Together they faced the unknown, ready to conquer the skies. Earhart and Noonan meticulously planned their route, spanning over 29,000 miles. The flight path took them over vast stretches of open ocean, dense jungles and towering mountain ranges. The world watched with bated breath as Earhart and Noonan made their way eastward from Oakland, California. Little did anyone know that this audacious adventure would take an unexpected turn, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in mystery. Howland Island, a speck of land in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, held immense significance for Earhart and Noonan. This tiny coral atoll, barely a mile long and half a mile wide, was a crucial refueling stop on their around-the-world journey. Finding Howland Island, however, was no easy feat. Its diminutive size made it incredibly difficult to spot from the air, especially given the limited visibility common in the region. The challenges of locating this remote outpost were compounded by the limitations of navigation technology in the 1930s. The crew of the Itasca, a U.S. Coast Guard cutter stationed near Howland Island, stood ready to assist Earhart and Noonan. They maintained radio contact with the Electra, providing weather updates and navigational guidance. Despite the Itasca's efforts, reaching Howland Island remained a daunting task. The vastness of the Pacific Ocean, often shrouded in fog and low-lying clouds, made visual identification extremely difficult. The pressure was immense, the margin for error razor-thin. Navigating across vast stretches of open ocean in the 1930s was a complex and demanding skill, requiring a combination of traditional methods and modern instruments. Earhart and Noonan relied on two primary navigation techniques: dead reckoning and celestial navigation. Dead reckoning involved calculating their position based on their last known location, their speed, the direction they were flying, and the amount of time that had passed. This method, however, was prone to errors that could accumulate over long distances, especially when dealing with unpredictable factors like wind and weather. Celestial navigation, on the other hand, relied on observing the position of celestial bodies like the sun, moon, and stars. Using a sextant, Noonan could determine their latitude and longitude based on the position of these celestial bodies. Despite the challenges, Earhart and Noonan were both skilled navigators. They meticulously plotted their course, taking into account the limitations of their instruments and the unpredictable nature of their journey. Their flight plan included regular position reports transmitted via radio to stations located across the globe. Despite their best efforts, Earhart and Noonan faced an uphill battle against the limitations of technology and the unforgiving nature of their chosen path. In the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, radio communication was Earhart and Noonan's lifeline to the outside world. The Lockheed Electra was equipped with multiple antennas, each designed for different frequencies and purposes. Morse code, transmitted through a telegraph key, served as the primary means of long-distance communication. Earhart's radio equipment, while advanced for its time, faced significant challenges in the demanding conditions of her around-the-world flight. The ionosphere, a layer of the Earth's atmosphere, played a crucial role in long-distance radio communication. Radio waves transmitted from the Electra would bounce off the ionosphere, allowing them to travel beyond the horizon. These unpredictable variations in the ionosphere could cause radio waves to be scattered, absorbed, or reflected in unpredictable ways. Despite their best efforts, the unpredictable nature of radio communication in the 1930s remained a constant source of uncertainty throughout their journey. Several factors conspired to hinder Earhart and Noonan's radio communications during their fateful flight. One significant issue stemmed from the length of the Electra's trailing antenna. The shorter antenna limited the efficiency of their transmissions. reducing their range and making it more difficult for ground stations to clearly receive their messages. The ionosphere, while facilitating long-distance radio communication, also presented significant challenges. Signals could be refracted or bent, leading to inaccuracies in direction finding. Earhart likely relied on loop antennas for direction finding, but these were susceptible to errors caused by signal bending and required precise calibration. Adding to the communication challenges was the confusion arising from different time zones and the use of various frequencies. Misinterpretations of messages further complicated matters. For instance, a request for 7,500 Hz, a distress frequency, was misinterpreted as 750 Hz, leading to a critical breakdown in communication. These compounding factors created a perfect storm of miscommunication, making it increasingly difficult for Earhart and Noonan to relay crucial information about their position, fuel status, and any challenges they were facing. As Earhart and Noonan neared the estimated location of Howland Island, tension mounted. The success of their trans-Pacific crossing hinged on locating this tiny speck of land and refueling their aircraft. Despite meticulous planning and careful navigation, doubts lingered. The vastness of the Pacific Ocean, coupled with the limitations of their navigation instruments, meant that even a small miscalculation could have dire consequences. They had been in the air for over 20 hours since their last refueling stop in Lae, New Guinea. Fatigue was setting in, testing their endurance and resolve. The Itasca, stationed near Howland Island, strained to establish clear radio contact. Fragmented messages crackled through the airwaves, hampered by static and interference. Earhart's last transmissions painted a picture of increasing desperation. Earhart and Noonan, along with their Silver Electra, vanished into the vast blue immensity, leaving behind a chilling silence and an enduring mystery. The sudden disappearance of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan triggered one of the most extensive and costly search efforts in history. The United States Navy and Coast Guard immediately launched a massive operation, deploying ships and aircraft to scour the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The search area centered around Howland Island spanned thousands of square miles, making it a daunting task. Ships crisscrossed the area, their crews scanning the waves for any sign of the downed aircraft or its occupants. Aircraft, including long-range bombers, soared above the ocean, their crews peering through the clouds for any trace of wreckage. The search effort extended to nearby islands, hoping that Earhart and Noonan might have made an emergency landing. Despite their best efforts, the search yielded no concrete evidence. The total cost, estimated at over $4 million, equivalent to over $100 million today, reflected the scale and intensity of the operation. Weeks turned into months, and hope began to dwindle. The official search was eventually called off, leaving behind a sense of profound loss and unanswered questions. The absence of definitive answers surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance has fueled decades of speculation and debate. Numerous theories, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish, have been proposed over the years, each attempting to shed light on the mystery. One prevailing theory suggests that Earhart and Noonan, unable to locate Howland Island due to a combination of navigational errors, equipment malfunction and poor visibility, ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Another theory proposes that Earhart and Noonan might have made it to Gardner Island, now known as Nikumaroro, a coral atoll located several hundred miles southeast of Howland Island. This theory is supported by the discovery of artifacts on the island, including pieces of metal that could have come from the Electra and remnants of a campsite that might have been used by the aviators. Some researchers believe that Earhart and Noonan survived for a time on the island, sending out distress signals that went unanswered. Other theories, often dismissed as lacking credible evidence, include the possibility that Earhart and Noonan were captured by the Japanese, who mistook them for spies. Despite extensive research and analysis, no single theory has been definitively proven. Amelia Earhart's disappearance, while a tragic end to a life of adventure and accomplishment, cemented her status as a legend. Her pioneering spirit, her unwavering determination, and her commitment to pushing boundaries continue to inspire people around the world. She became a symbol of courage, a testament to the power of human ambition and the pursuit of dreams, no matter how audacious. Her story serves as a reminder that some mysteries may never be fully solved, but the search for answers, the quest for understanding, is a journey worth undertaking. Earhart's legacy extends beyond her accomplishments in aviation. She was a staunch advocate for women's rights, breaking down barriers and challenging gender stereotypes in a male-dominated field. She used her platform to inspire women and girls, proving that they too could achieve their dreams, no matter how ambitious. The mystery surrounding her final flight, while a source of endless fascination, should not overshadow her remarkable life and her enduring contributions. Amelia Earhart's story is ultimately one of courage, determination, and a passion for exploration that continues to inspire generations.